So we're here for part 2 of the Vim Master Class series. So in part 2, we'll be talking about copying, pasting, and saving files. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be using that example file that we created. So let's go ahead and open it. So we can see that we have an example file here opened up. And then we're just going to change the file name here. So that's going to be the first thing. Our first command, I'm going to show you here. Semicolon W to write. So save the file. And then we can write out our file name. Our new file name is going to be example new. Hit enter. And so now you can see down below our file changed to example.new. And we can also test this out by, saving the file, quitting like we already talked about, force quitting, going back. Now we're going to do vim example.new. And then there's our document. So the next command we're going to talk about is the dd command. And that's the two letters together, D and D. And so basically what it does is you can delete or you can cut text in the document here. So obviously you have to make sure you're in command mode here. And then I'm just going to go right here, the crow. I'm going to hit DD. And now I deleted the line there. And then I can hit mice. I can delete that as well, DD. And so you can do that. And so now what DD does as well is it can cut. And so with the letter P, you can paste. So I'm going to go out of here back to command mode. So again, I'm going to do my DD. I'm going to cut cat. And then now I'm going to come below mice. And then I'm going to hit P for paste. And then now cat is right there. So now I can keep hitting P. And I can keep putting cat all the way down if I wanted to, right? And then I can hit DD, 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 and so on and so forth. Next thing we're going to learn about is copying text. So as you can see, we right here by cat. So if I want to copy cat, I can do YY. So I just double tapped YY. And then now I can go right here to cow. I could put P, and it's gonna basically just paste what I just copied here for cat. And just to show you again, I can go to mouse and I do YY, scroll to mice, and I can just paste it right there for mouse. So the last thing we're gonna learn is going into visual mode. Visual mode is very interesting because basically we can select text, and so I'm gonna show you what I mean here. So while I'm currently in command mode, I hit V, the letter V, to go right here in visual mode. And then so now I'm using the arrows, so don't use the mouse, okay? Use the arrows. And I'm just gonna go left, all the way left to the M, and then now I'm going using the up arrow to go all the way up. You're going to use D to cut the selection, or you can use Y to copy it. So we're going to show you both ways. So I can use, first I'm going to use Y. So while I'm in visual mode, I'm going to hit the letter Y. And then now it takes me out of visual mode, and you can see down here below 8 lines yanked. So it told you that it copied those lines there. And so now I'm just going to go right here to the end of E, and I'm going to hit P, remember to paste. And then now we can paste that, right? And then I can fix this simply by just going to I and then hit enter there. But that's pretty much what visual does. And then we can also see here visual mode with just using the D command to cut. So I'm gonna go back down here to the end of mouse. I'm gonna hit V, and then I'm going to use my arrow key, move all the way left to mouse, go all the way up to dog, and then now in visual mode, remember we got that special case there for those two commands, Y to copy, and then we're going to use D to actually cut. So I'm going to hit D, lowercase d, cuts it, and then now 7 fewer lines there, and then now I can just simply, you know, hit P right here to paste it. So I'm gonna hit P, and then now it just pastes it. So, but now you get the gist of the next 5 commands we learned here for our Vim Masterclass series part 2. So stay tuned for part 3, and I hope you're learning something. See you next time.